Tamara here, nice of you to join me, and a very warm welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here with me today. Now this is part 3 in the Bloom and Grow tutorial that I've been doing recently, and in this tutorial I've been using the Make a Splash collection of papers from Graphic 45, and with all Graphic 45's papers, they are all my favourites. This one is no exception. It is beautiful. So we are on the last page, so we're on page 8 in this video. If you want to see the whole tutorial from the beginning, click up here and I will put the playlist up there so that you can watch the full tutorial from the beginning. Now don't forget to subscribe, like and comment on my channel. It really does help my channel grow, and I appreciate each and every one of you that subscribes. Don't forget also to hit the notification bell as well. All that means is that you will be notified whenever I upload new content onto my channel. So please don't forget to do that. I also have a Facebook group called Memories, Papers, Art, and if you click on the link in the description box down below, that will take you to the group where you will find the downloadable PDF cutting guide for this tutorial. So let's now get on to making page 8. So I've gone ahead and cut out some of my pieces already, and I'll say we've already cut out the elements, but I've cut out my pattern paper and I've started decorating my photo mat as well. So this is what we're going to do. So I've done one already. So this is our little frame pocket that we're going to put onto our belly band with our little tag that goes in the middle. Now on the one that I did in the Bloom and Grow, I mitered my corners. This time I'm actually going to cut out the middle section and have it more as a frame. So let's get on with getting it together. So we're going to start with putting our big belly band on. Now the big belly band will go in the middle. Now again, just by eye it if you want to, or if you want to have equal distance from top and bottom, you can have it come down here if you want to and have a bigger gap at the top. I'm just going to have it roughly in the middle. Now you have got a quarter of an inch either side, so just line that up as best as you can. So I'm going to add my glue on the mounting fold side, just on one glue tab at the minute. Then I'm just going to position that into place like so, and just burnish that down when you're happy. Now I am going to put some of my tape just along this glue tab here, just to hide this raw edge, so that when you put your tags in and out, it doesn't get caught. And believe me, it does work. Trust me, it does. So just burnish that down. Just going to cut that little bit off there, and then that is your first tag. Now I'm going to do, your first side. So I am going to do it on this side as well, but this side is going to be a little bit more trickier, but it can be done. So my tape, you can see that this side is the sticky. It's more of it's got like a white film over it, and then this is your matte side, so this is the smooth side. So I'm going to put it up, sticky side up, and put the tape as near to this scored edge here as I can. I'm just going to stick that glue tab onto it, so it looks a little bit like that. So that's all stuck. Now these are a bit bigger, so I'm just going to cut down that tape. So So I don't want that showing. Okay, so now I'm just going to burnish this glue tab down just so that my crease is a little bit more crisper. Then add the glue, and this is going on the mountain side fold of that glue tab, but I'm also going to add a little bit of the glue onto my my foundation tape as well, just so that I've got a little bit of a wiggle room. So once you're happy, from one side, use your hand, push out all the air, and then just maneuver it up and down, and then you'll get it into place like so. So then that is your belly band. So make sure that you are on the right side. Don't go upside down like I have done. So I've just put myself an arrow there, so I know that this is the way it should face. So that is your belly band on. Now next we can put on our tag stopper, and this here I've just added a 1 inch by 1 1/4, I think, 1 3/4 by 1 inch pattern paper, and I'm going to just place this so that I've got a nice even gap all the way round. You're going to put your a line of glue on the front side, you're going to turn it over, and you're going to put a line of glue on the back, and it's just that very tippy toppy edge. Okay, when you're happy, let's just maneuver this in, and again it's up to you. You can have it in the middle, you can have it at the sides, it's really up to you. I might have it in the middle for this one, so I'm going to put it there, and then burnish down when you're ready, like so. And I'm hoping that has got... Okay, I've gone ahead and covered my photo mat now. That is going to fit into the back of the pocket. Now what I did do was I've actually added my pattern paper at the bottom as well as the top, so that you can see it at the bottom here, because when I put it in like so, I wasn't that keen on having that bit of your photo mat showing, so that's why they're a little different on both sides. So now we can come ahead and cover this. Now I've already, as I say, cut all my pattern paper pieces out ready, and I've got a 1/4 inch gap all the way around on this one here. So if you want the sizes for this one is 6 3/4 by 4 3/4, and so that is your pattern paper for your belly band. Now you can gut this in between, and because we are going to cover it, but I haven't I've not done that on this particular piece. Okay, so I'm going to add my scales like so, push that across, and then that is that done. Now I'm going to do the pattern paper pieces for these as well, and then we'll work on the little pockets. So this is going to be 1 3. So this side is going to be 1 3/8 by 7. 1 3/8 by 7, and this is 1 1/4 by 7. So if you've got any offcuts, I haven't, I've used all of mine, so I'm going to use this one, which I think will go really well. So I'm going to do the 1 3/8 first, like so, by 7. And then the 1 was it 1 1/4? I never remember. 1 1/8. 1 1/8, like so, and then come down to 7, and then that is your pattern paper pieces for the top and bottom. So that's your bottom. So now let's do the top. It's just going to fit on like so. Get it so that it's level, and there's the top bit. And then when you put the photo mat in, it gets stopped by your little page stopper down here. I like this little idea, it's really nice. So let's push them over, and you could get another couple of photo mats in there if you wanted as well. So let's now work on the little pockets that we've got. Now I've done one already, so that is, we'll stick that one on first and then we'll do the others. So this is the first one that I've done. Now I'm not going to bother putting a back on this. I'm just going to stick this straight on to the pattern paper. Now you can have a gap on one side, but I think yes, I might just have about 1/4 inch gap on this one side here. So I'm going to, as always, just glue my bottom hinge on into place. It's like so. I might bring that right down actually. Yeah, so I've actually come down to the edge of the belly band here. Okay, so just to burnish that down, I am going to put some of my tape on that bottom piece as well. Right, I'm going to, just before I do that, I need to make this a bit smaller. Like so. So I've just cut that in half. And I'm just going to lay that over. I don't want to see it, that's better. Through the window here. So with that done, so you can, I'm not going to add the tape on the sides here. When you're happy, I put the glue on both of those glue tabs and then just burnish those down. Like so. And then in a minute when that's dry, we can just stick our tag in. So that's one. So let's do the second one. So I've already cut out my pattern paper, and the measurement that you will need for this is 3 inches by 4.5. Now you're going to create a 3/4 inch frame in the black cardstock. Now what we need to do is just make our frame up. Now how I do it, and lots of people do them differently, but I'm going to make it's a 3/4 inch frame. So I fold over my glue tab and I measure from the folded line. So I'm measuring at at 3/4, and I'm drawing my a line all the way down. Okay, and then come along and do that all the way around, like so, and then like so, and flip that over. Like so. So you've got your frame in the middle here. Now I'm hoping you can see that. I'll bring that up a little bit. There we go. So you can see you've got your frame. So now all we're going to do is line up those pencil lines with your trimmer, and you're going to cut from inside those pencil lines. So don't go past those, just up to them, and keep doing that all the way around. Okay. And like so, and again like so. So you create your little frame cutout. Okay, so that's your frame. Now unfortunately I think I need a new blade. But I'm just going to trim off those little fluffy bits there. So what you can do now is add your acetate on the back if you like, and then we've got that out of the way then, haven't we? So you need your double-sided tape for this, and we're going to tape all the way around as near to that cut edge as possible. Okay. Just burnish that down, and then take the backing off. Okay, and then we can add your acetate onto the back of that. Okay, like so, and then just burnish down. Okay, so that is your acetate pocket window done. So before I forget, I'm just going to rub out my pencil lines. Like so. And then bring in your patterned paper, and we're going to do the same thing, but with this we're going to cut at 1/2 inch. Okay, so I'm going to just use my pencil and draw my 1/2 inch lines. Try and be as precise as possible. There we go, and then we can just cut them out again. Got one more to do. Like so. And then that should be cut out. If you haven't gone all the way up to the corners, just very carefully tease it off, and then just rub out any pencil lines you may have left on there very carefully so you don't crease your paper. And then this is going to fit around that frame like so. You might need to do a little bit of a wiggle to get it so that you've nice and centralised there. So let's put this down, glue it down. And again, just be careful gluing it into place so that you've got that nice border all the way around. Okay. Might just need a little bit of a wiggle here and there just to get that lovely even border. So that then is your pocket near enough done. But we're going to just now, before we put it onto our book, we need to miter our corners. So miter the bottom ones and then the top glue tab as well. And then we can stick that onto our book. Okay, I've had a little bit of a mishap with my frames. So I've had to redo this frame here. Now what I'd done is I don't know how I'd managed it, but I'd cut this frame here 1/4 of an inch smaller. So they didn't match up. So I've had to redo this whole frame so that they matched. And I'm a bit more happier with them now. So that's why they are different colours. So let me just find what I've done with the tag. And it's disappeared. There we go. Here we are. So the tag is going to go in like so. And that goes down. And then they sit in there nicely. So I've just got to cover this. And I'm going to cover the edge of the pull tab as well. So I'm going to round my corners on this one. Okay, so we need to decorate our tag. Now I've just put my pull tab on and rounded my edges. So you're going to cut this down to 2 3/4 by 4, and I think it's 4 1/4. Yes, 4 1/4. So round your corners on this. Oh, that's really nice. Look at that. I might leave that. I'm going to leave that side. Yes, that goes on like so. And then you decorate the back as well. And then my pull tabs here, all they are is 2 inches by 1 inch, and I've rounded the edges and then just stuck them on. So this would then be 3/8 by 1 1/8. Very tiny. Have a quick go. You just need a little bit off, just so that it looks like they're rounded. There we go. And that goes on like so. Like that. And then I will do the back at a later stage. So that then is page 8 done. Near enough. I've just got to add that one. I might as well do that while I'm here. Like so. And then that is then those 2 photo pockets there. So we've done that. I'm going to have a quick tidy up and then we can start to assemble the whole book. Okay, so let's start to put the album together. So that's my album, and then these are my pages. So let's get them into their correct order. So this is page 1 with my pull-out photo mat from the side there. So then this is page 2, page 3, so because these two are the same, page 4 and 5, these two are the same, page 6 and 7, and then page 8 at the back. So I'm going to start by putting my pages in from the back side, so get it the right way. So how I do that is I put my glue on the extended hinge, and I'm just putting it at the very tippy top of that. I'm not coming down any further. But what I'll also do is I'm going to put it on the other side as well. And again, just on that very tippy top. Okay, like so. Because the glue will move its way down. So let's open this up. And we can then start to put them in. So really double check to make sure that they've gone in the actual slot. Once you're happy, just line it up with the bottom here. When you're happy, just flip it over and burnish that down. Okay, so burnish it down. It would help, Tamara, if you burnished on the right part, like so. So that is page 7 and 8. So we put in the next one. So 5 and 6. Again, just on that tippy toppy edge. And again on the other underside. Sometimes I even put the glue into the pocket as well, but I don't need to today. Now I'm actually going to slide it in from the middle and then slide it along, because I tend to be able to get a nice fit if I do it that way. So I'm just going to line it up again with this side, flip it over, and then just burnish that down like so. So that's the next page. So we're bringing this page in now. So this is page 3 and 4. And the glue. And again, I'm going to slide this in from the side. Line it up, and because my hinges are nice and aligned, my pages are going in nice and straight, so that's a win-win. That's that one. And then our first page, that does look a little bland, but we will jazz it up when we come to put our stickers on it and our cutouts. And I'm just going to turn that over. Now, the reason I don't put it quite low down is because I don't want the glue to seep out the bottom. So there we go. Check I've got it in the right place. Okay, push that down. Okay. Okay, and then they are in there nicely. So that then is our pages in. So I'm really pleased, it's looking really nice. So that's your page 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I love this back page as well. 8, not 8, 9, this is 8. So let's work on the front cover now. So coming with the front cover, you'll need to cut this at 8 inches by 8 to give you that 1/4 inch gap all the way around. And I've got quite a few papers left, but I've actually saved this one for my front cover. Like so. So I'm going to just make sure first of all. So yes, 8 by 8. I was just double checking. So I'm going to have it where I have my 8 inches, and then I'm going to go over onto the spine. So the spine will be 2 1/4 by 8 inches. No, it won't. It would be 2 inches by 7 3/4, because I want to put a black cardstock mat underneath it, so that I can then put my book dangle on. So let's go with 8 first of all, by 8. So that's my front bit, and then let me do this. So this was going to be, so your black cover is going to be 8 inches by 2 1/4. So I'm just going to check that. Yes, that's fine. So then your pattern paper will be 2 by 7 3/4. And then that's your mat and layer on there. Now I only want it on the spine because obviously I want to put my book dangle on. So that's that. And then you've got your back piece to do, which will be your 8 by 8. Okay, so I've cut my pieces out now, and we can go ahead and stick them on. So I'm just checking what I've done so far. So I will ink the edge of this. I had forgotten on the inside, but I will do this, but I'll just ink it with my pen just around that edge there. And we go ahead and stick it on. I'm just making sure that it's the right way. There's that. There we go, it's that way. That's it. So turn that over. I'm going to put quite a bit of glue on the front here, as it's got to have quite a bit. Then just place it down so it's nice, like so. And then just put that over there to one side for a second and bring in your spine, because we need to put our little book dangle metal embellishment on. So, which I've got here, and I'm going to just add the glue to the back here and then stick them on. There we go. Like so. And then I'm going to just mark it. This will be at 1 1/8. And I'm not going to, I'm just going to by eye this distance here. So just 1 1/8 is there, so that's my middle. I'm just going to put my little hook, my little hole in there, and then this goes through that hole. Just as long as it's in the middle, it's fine. There we go. And then just bend them back. And then what I will do is just put a bit of tape over them just to keep them down. Now I actually might put some double-sided tape over there, like so. 1, 2, and then I'll take that tape off, the backing off, like so, and again like so, and then lots of glue. There we are. I'm going to turn this up on its side, and we can put this on like so. There we go, and then that's the side, and I will add a little book dangle on there as well, but I'll do that off camera. Okay, just keep burnishing this down. Okay, then the last thing will be on the back, so I'll turn them up this way. This paper is just divine, it really is. The colours are just spectacular. Goes on like so. And then that's the back done. So that is your album covered. So we need to do what we've got on here. So this is my Bloom and Grow one. So I've done this booklet here. But we now need to just add the focal point at the back, which I've raised up onto some foam pads. I've got 2 large borders here, and then I've used my D-rings and some brads just as a bit of an embellishment. And then this comes open and you can put some photos in there as well. So my measurements. So for the focal point, it's going to be 5 1/4 by 7 1/4, and then for the borders, it's going to be, you need 2 of those at 3 1/4. So I haven't given an actual cut-off measurement because we're going to have it going through our behind our focal point. So I'm just going to do the 3 1/4 because we've got 2 of those, so that's 1. And then I could maybe cut this in half to 4 1/8, and then that's those 2 borders and there. So put those there. And then for the focal point, that was 5 1/4 by 7 1/4. So that's my focal point, like so. And then for the my D-ring straps, they are 1 inch, I think. Yes, 1 inch. So you can get that out of these as well. So that's 1 inch. So you'll want 2 of these. So if I just do that and that. And then what I'll do is I will then cut out the pattern paper pieces. You'll need to cut them out 1/4 of an inch smaller than your cardstock. Okay, I've just gone ahead and done my front part here already. What I had to do, because I wanted to use this image, I had to cut my little booklet that a little bit bigger. So I've actually cut mine to 6.5 by 4 3/4, I think I cut it by. But again, just yes, it's 4.5 by 6.5. Just so that I could incorporate that. But then I also wanted to make sure I had enough space either side for a nice border. So I've added those, and I've just done a little pull tab here so that you can lift up, but that's at the stage that I'm at now. Now I need to add a magnet to keep my booklet closed, but we'll do that in a minute. So now we're just going to go ahead and just start to build our front page. So I am going to ink around these edges quickly. Like so. And I'm going to glue this one together. And I have got my roll of foam tape as well. There we go. So that's added on there. So I'm going to put my foam tape on the back. But before we do that, I'll do my little borders here. Like so. And then we can stick these on. Like so. So that's 1 and 2. Okay, so they're going to be our borders that are going to go underneath like that. Now you can cut some of this off. Yes, I think I might need to cut just a slither off. It's going to be underneath, so you're not going to see it, but I did it that wide so that we could just mess around with the placement like so. So that's those. So they're going to go on like that. Just make sure I've got my book up the right way. I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. Like so. So that's that. Then we've got our placement that goes there, but before we do that, we've got to do our tab, our D-rings. They go like so. Just checking like that. So I didn't know what I'm actually going to do. This same pattern that the back is. So this is going to be 1. I actually did this at 1/8, so I'm going to do this at 7/8, and then that's going to fit on like so. So I'll ink this edge, bring in my brads, and my pokey tool. I did have that here. There we go. So I'm just going to add a little bit of glue just on part of it, because I'm only going to put part of it down for the moment. There we are. Because I want to see how much I need, because we need to bend this round. These are our D-rings. They can go on. Now I think I went back about an inch. Like so. So you need to just put a hole at 1/2 inch. Like so. And then add your brad. Make sure your D-ring is in. And then push that through. And then just open them legs up. Like so. So that's one. So I'm going to cut that off. I'm just going to bi-eye it here. So I'm going to cut that off at about, that's the end. That's the end there. So I'm probably going to go with that much. There we are. So then that can then fit on like that. And then we've still got this bit here that we can use. So open that off. That's 1, 2. I think I could have got away with a smaller piece here, but it's fine. So this we can now glue down all of it onto the back, like so, and then find your other D-ring that I did have here. That could go on, and then wind that round to about there, and then do your 1/2 inch mark there, push in, come on, use your brad, open that out. I'm going to put these away before I end up putting stuff on them and then they're going everywhere. And then that goes in like so. There we go. So that's looking good. So I'm going to just take this off, and I'm going to just put just there a line so I know that that's where my strap goes, in between them, and I'm going to just push that over a little bit. So I haven't glued all of it down, just a tiny bit, and again coming to there, and with a pencil, make sure they're in line. And then we can just add our glue like so. And then that's hidden underneath here. So when we put our foam tape on, which I'm going to do now, I'm going to put it all the way around, so to there. And I'm going to come down and then off, so that I'm not going over the large border here. I'm hoping I've got that in the right place. It's just a guide. There and there. There we go, that's fine. Like so. So let's just take this double-sided backing off, And then when you're happy, just put this on. Just move those over a bit. There we go, and then just burnish that down. Okay, then we've got the booklet to go on the top. So I'm going to put my magnets underneath. So I'm going to put one there, and I will cover these in a moment with something nice. I'm just putting these on at the moment. Okay, fold that over, and then that's going to go on the front like so. So I'm going to stick this bit on now that I've added my magnet. So we're going to, lots of glue on the back here. Pull that up, and then we've just got inside here to do, but that is looking rather nice, I have to say. I'm really liking this book. So let's measure inside. So that would be that's 6.5 by 4.5. So we could do some purple, and then put, so this would be 4.25 by 6.25. It goes on there. So you could put a photo in there. So let's put this on. And then what I will do is just put, I need to put something over that now. As that there, I think that looks fine. And then you can put your photos in there like so. So that really, apart from me doing some embellishments and bits like that, and the book dangle, which I will do, I think we've literally finished this book. So thanks ever so much for watching my video. I really hope you've enjoyed this tutorial as much as I have making it. Please don't forget to comment, like, and especially subscribe to my channel. It really does help my channel grow, and I appreciate it immensely. Don't forget to check out all my social links in my description box down below, as well as a link to my Facebook group, Memories, Papers, Art, where you'll be able to download the free PDF cutting guide for this album. So, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, please have the most amazing day, and I will see you again on the next one. Bye!